Hello fam, this is your Uncle Tim. This is Uncle Tim Rants and Reviews, the channel where I rant and I review. Man, you know, a lot of people been asking, why are collectors selling their collections? Man, you know what? It's real as fuck out here right now. And I don't think a lot of people understand how real it is. With everything going up due to inflation, as far as your rent, your mortgage, your lights, your gas, your health care, food, just gas in your car payment, every damn thing going up. You got to get that money from somewhere. And a lot of collectors are now just saying, hey, I got to make a decision. You know, it's either this stuff or them lights on, food on the table, heat on, and the mortgage or rent paid. I'm going to tell you something. I know which one I would pick. Shit would disappear. I think a lot of people don't understand, you know, I will find another way, man. If there's no other way, sometimes you got to make a way out of no way. And sometimes that way is the thing that you love most sometimes. That's the stuff that you're collecting, the stuff that you identify as a safe space without an actual space. I don't see too many collectors living under bridges with toys strewn around shit. You don't know. How many people do you see that? Where do you see that at? No, you don't see that nowhere. The things that I want you to understand is it's not always some basic shit. You know, life is not always cookie cutter. It's not always neat and in the box. What's happening now, people are learning to let go. They're learning shit. There's more to life than just this stuff behind me. I can't take it with me. I need to be able to get out here and live. I need to get out here and be able to do the things that I need to do. You know, look, you know, people got kids on the way. They're trying to open up new businesses. They're trying to save for the kids' education, or save for retirement, or just have money in the bank. Dude, there's so much. People are buying new cars. They financing, you know, as a down payment, you know, some of their collection on their houses. And some people got good collections that are worth good amounts of money. And this is the thing that I want you to sit back and pay attention to, man. Not everything is, you know, a one and done. Right now, we're facing a crisis out here. Shit is real. Shit we going through is not normal. So with all of these crazy ass prices and, you know, all the crime through the roof, you trying to figure out, man, how could I make this shit work for me and my family? How could I put food on these damn tables? Like I told you, people out there donating plasma. And people like, oh, I wouldn't do that, man. That's just like, you know, you're just doing it. No, you got to do what the hell you got to do. I don't think people understand. When you real and you grown, you do what the fuck you got to do. You don't do extra shit. You don't sit back and talk to people and tell them, hey, look, we're going to do this and we're going to do that. No, we're going to take the next step. The next step is sitting your ass here and paying attention to what's going on. What's going on right now is we're understanding what's truly going on. What's going on right now is when you got to eat and there's nothing in there, you got to sell some of this shit. Look, sometimes you got to sell it for an amount that you don't want to sell it for. You got a collection valued at, like, I'm going to say you got a crazy video game collection, man, that's valued at almost, man, because some people got some real shit there. You know, got a game collection valued at almost $100,000. Shit. You know, most people would say, hey, look, I give you $50,000 or $40,000. Sometimes shit, you might have to take a $30,000. Because, again, dude, people say I pay half a price charting shit. I could sell that shit on eBay or whatnot and make my money, but it's going to take some time. And sometimes when you need that cash, you need to do it fast. And, you know, a lot of times lately, people been needing to do shit fast. They need that cash. And I know it sounds funny because I'm rhyming, but, man, when you need that cash, you got to do what you got to do. Man, you start looking around for stuff you can sell. Man, I'm going to sell my gym shoe collection. There's places in Indiana, pawn shops that take your gym shoes. You know, I'm talking about gym shoes that, you know, are valuable. You know, like you got some Jordans, some Yeezys, some LeBrons, some KDs, some just some of every shoe that people consider valuable, man. I was at a pawn shop in Indiana and they had shoes going all the way down. And I was just looking like, damn, you know, I was asking the size because, again, shoes up there, that's one thing. But shoes up there, that's not my size, that's a whole nother thing. So I was looking, they had the SpongeBob Kyrie Irvings, they had the SpongeBob Pumas. They had some of every damn thing, you know, and I was just looking like, wow. They had the Fruity Pebble, LeBron James. Dude, I was just looking at a lot of shoes. And see, this is what I'm telling you. You got to make sure you basically look into everywhere where you can get top dollar for your stuff. Like if you got a video game collection, shit, pawn shop is not the best offer. You know, I'm going to be honest. The best place to go to pawn video games is eBay sometimes. I'm just being honest. When I say pawn, I know you ain't gonna never get them back, but I'm saying, hell, if you want to sell them, go to eBay. If you want to do something different, like if you're trying to sell your comic books, go to a comic book store. If you know you got some valuable ass comic books, take that to the pawn shop. Try to sell those at a pawn shop. If you got gold that you're not using, hell, sell that stuff to the people who cash for gold, because you ain't gonna get shit from a pawn shop. I'm serious, you're not. Best place to do is them cash for gold places, bruh. Like I said, when you up in air, you know, you up and there's nothing you can do. You don't know what you can really do, you know. Dude, I knew guys out there selling their laser discs. You know, they selling their Blu-rays. They selling their, you know, 4Ks. And, you know, people like, man, I hold on to my stuff. You know, shit passes. It does. But sometimes it takes shit a long time to pass. You know, I talk to you about storms and things like that, you know, storms end, but storms don't just start one day and end the next. No, sometimes storms last for years. This is why I'm telling you, you got to weather that damn storm. You got to sit there and be able to take, you know, that wind and all of that turbulence when it come, all that rain and all the lightning. You got to be able to take all that shit. This is why I say sometimes you got to piece out stuff. Sometimes you got to be like, man, I sold all that. You know, people ask me, hey, what happened to those turtles that you had? You had a big collection of turtles. I remember back when you was doing the channel in the beginning, I looked on the back, not on this channel, but on another channel. I had turtles all up the back. I had Power Rangers on that side. Dude, I sold all that shit. See, people don't understand. See, you sell shit to get different shit. You sell shit sometimes because you need other stuff. You know, I was needing other stuff, so I was selling it for the money, and I was, you know, paying on stuff and doing, man, you do what you got to do. Damn it, life is not simple. It's not cookie cutter. It's not going to be the way you think it's going to be. It's not going to be in that one little direction that you think it's going to be. It's all going left, and we all going to go left with it. You know, everything is going to be okay if you just think it's going to be okay. No. When shit start going left, you need to start going left too. And I know you said, but you should, you know, like when you sliding on ice, you turn into the direction you slide. Don't turn the other way. Turn into the direction you slide. If you going left and your life going left, go left with it. But find a way to correct the ship. Storms don't last forever, but hell, storm can last for years. Remember that. So, you know, when you need money and you trying to make stuff work, man, I'm out here trying to make this work, man. I'm out here, you know, hustling, and man, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. Man, I'm doing Instacart, I'm doing Grubhub, man. I'm doing, what you call it, man. I'm out here also, man. I'm doing this. Man, I'm doing DoorDash. I'm doing, dude, you doing some every damn thing. I'm doing Lyft and Uber. I work a full-time damn job. I do eBay. I do YouTube. Dude, those are the people I like to see with multiple streams of income. People who understand that shit. At any given time, shit can happen. Life is not guaranteed. Motherfucker, you could wake up dead. And you sitting here like, wake up dead? Oh, come on, Unc. Man, you could wake up in the morning and see your body laying there. And you like, damn. Like I said, nothing is guaranteed to you, man. So my thing is, man, you trying to go on trips and stuff like that, man, shit. You like, man, I want to go on a trip. I never been on a trip, Unc. I never been on a cruise, Unc. I never been over here, Unc. Sell some of that shit. Get on that boat. Get on that ship. Go see some stuff. Experience life. You can get this shit again. But you know what? You can't get another life. You gotta live. You can't live into la la land. You can't just get so focused. That's why I see so many people selling that. I hear people telling me they're going on cruises, they going on trips, man. You know, they moving to another location. The toys help them move. They get a better apartment or a better house. And, you know, they like, shit, I start, you know, over at some point in time. But right now, man, I'm just enjoying, you know, and I get all that. And this is why I say, to each their own. Everybody don't understand everybody else's trials and tribulations or their struggles. Most people only look at it from their standpoint and vantage point. You're not looking at it that he like, man, I want to do some of this stuff. Oh man, cruise is underrated, man. Taking plane trips to other countries is underrated. No, it's not. It may be underrated for somebody who has done it a lot, but for somebody who has never done it, it's an experience in itself. Man, I still see people out there, man. I took my first flight overseas, man, and it was something. I was over there, man, and I was like, man, I was over here, and people were doing all this and that, and I'm looking, and, you know, dude, it's something. People tell me, oh, man, I went to the Bahamas and Jamaica and all of that. Okay. I went to Mexico and all. Dude, I'm going to tell you, these are great places to visit as long as you stay in the resorts. But go some places where you can go outside and you don't have to stay in a resort. It started getting different when you start experiencing life in itself. Life would not be contained. Life would not be kept in a box. Life is going to change you, or you going to change in the process, man. I've been out here living for the longest, man. And I tell everybody over and over again, I done sold my video game collection 3 times. I done sold my action figures at least, I think, 2 times. I gave them away once to my kids. The 4th time, you know, I had to give a lot of stuff away in order to make this room fit. I had so many Transformers, it would have fit this damn wall, but not all of them were the greatest because I got them in lots. And you know, when you get lots, some pieces broken, but damn, they were looking amazing. I mean, you know what? That's the thing that you're supposed to see. That's the thing that you're supposed to understand. Dude, I gave away a Laserdisc collection because I had nowhere to put it. A couple of years back in like 2019, I ended up giving them away again. Second, I started. I think I had like 10 of them. But I'm going to tell you something. This stuff is not hard to get. If you want to buy you a stereo system from back in the day, that's not hard to get. This stuff is all around. See, people are looking to resell, yeah. But you got to sell to some damn body, right? And you could be that person buying. My thing is, you can find everything you're looking for. You're just not looking hard enough. You're not looking to understand what it is that makes you you. You're special, you're unique, you're different than any damn body else. And you're going to keep shining. Like I said, buying stuff is one thing. Saying, hey, look, I could replace this thing, you know, I could get rid of all of it and start all over. My wife be like, how could you do that? I said, because I understand. I have attachments to stuff, but I don't have attachments to stuff. Sometimes you got to let shit go. Sometimes if you need to run, you need to run. You can't carry this shit with you. You got to get the hell out of Dodge, man. You got to go. And if you got to go, you ain't taking that shit with you. You getting the hell out of Dodge. Dude, I have friends who started over in life. You know, they had to get a clean break. You know, nothing negative. They just had to get a clean break. Shit happened. They got a clean break and they started back. You know, they said, man, but I had to get my shit right first. And I think a lot of people don't understand. You got to be right before you do anything. And when you sell, sometimes you sell them for the right reason. You need to get right. Sometimes we get so focused and we get immersed in this world that we forget about the real world. Dude, we get so immersed in video games, man, and toys and stuff like that, we forget about every damn thing else that's happening. And when people talk to you about other shit happening, you get upset. You shouldn't get upset. Shit, life is out there. And you know what? You can't get mad at somebody for living their life and you don't want to live yours. You know, we eat, we sleep, we go to work, we come home, you know, we spend some time doing what we do, then, you know, we eat, sleep, go to work, Dude, I'm going to tell you something. It got to be more than life. And this is why I like the newer generation, because they thinking outside the box. They influencers, they spending most of their time doing what the fuck they want to do. The old generation, we worked our ass off, and now we get a little bit of retirement before we die. Hell, they living their life while they're young. Living, doing what they want to do. Check out YouTube, Instagram, and all of these, TikTok. These people are living their damn life. Even the van life content creators, man, I got to give them credit, man. You all are living your life. It may not be a life that I could choose, tiny homes and all that. I could have some tiny homes in my backyard, for people, that want to do some Airbnb. Yeah, that's about it. But as far as every damn thing else, no. And, I'm going to be honest with you. You got to live your best life. And you got to understand what it is that you want to do. A lot of people are not understanding that. A lot of people are not seeing that. A lot of people don't comprehend that at the end of the day, it's another day. At the end of the day, there's another day that's coming. The sun rises and it sets. You got to be ready for all that. Man, like I said, you can't take this shit with you. I know people been buried with shit. They on motorcycles driving into hell itself, thinking they driving into the pearly gates. You going right into hell with a motorcycle. You going fast as hell. You getting off the motorcycle thinking like, what the fuck am I doing? You got to think about all this stuff, man. The lives that we lead, not always what we think we going to actually get in the hereafter, man. You know what? You see me with these different hats with different, names and different states and countries on them and things like that. These are places I've been. This is why I'm talking to you about this. I know what I'm talking about when I say you need more than just this shit back here. You think it's something until you start hearing some stuff and you be like, I haven't experienced that. When somebody was telling me about Disney World, I was like, damn, I haven't been to Disney. Then I went. I was like, oh, I haven't been to Epcot. Then I went. Then I went here. Then I went there. Then I went over there. Dude, don't ever let somebody sit back and make you feel like you not knowing what you're doing. You know exactly what you're doing. You just need to be on top of shit. But with that being said, thank you for watching. Peace out.